If you don't know who I am, ladies and gentlemen, I'm back. F.U.I.M.E, you probably thinking, what is that? It's the movement, it's the motto, it's the answer to these critics when they hating.
Just watch Spiral from the Book of Saw. This movie is starring Chris Rock, Samuel Jackson, and Max. I can't remember his last name, but Max something, right? Anyway, I was super excited to watch this movie, mainly because I'm a huge fan of the Saw franchise. And if I'm being honest, Saw 1 and 2 was the shit. Saw 3 was okay. Then Saw 4, 5, and 6, and so on. They were like, whatever. But anyway, when I saw Chris Rock was doing Spiral, I was like, okay, I don't know about this. And then once I seen the trailer, I was like, oh shit, this might be something. So anyway, this movie pretty much is Chris Rock's character. He plays this cop, and all of a sudden all his co-workers are getting murdered from what people think is a Saw copycat. All right, so that's pretty much what the movie's about. It's same old, Saw game, so to speak, where people get caught up in awkward situations where they got a chance to potentially save themselves or get fucked up, right? Either way, they get fucked up. But that's what the movie's about. So, what do I think about it? Man, I love this shit. I loved it, right? 5 stars in my opinion. And this is why. You gotta have a lot of pressure on you to jump into the Saw franchise, because a lot of people was done with Saw. Like once they started doing like Saw 6 and 7, whatever, a lot of people was like, yo, Saw is done. Fuck Saw, right? So for Chris Rock to take on this movie, he had to be smart enough to realize, like, if you ain't gonna come strong, then fuck it. Like, don't do it. So obviously Chris Rock felt confident in taking on this project, even doing the role, executive producer and all this. Like, he had to feel confident. But that don't mean nothing if it still sucked, right? So there's no way in hell I thought this movie could compete with the original Saw and Saw 2, right? I mean, that's like, you can't mess with them, right? But if you really think about it, it's on that level. Like, it's in the, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it was a good movie. And if this would have been Saw 1, like if Saw 1 didn't exist, then Spiral, people would have lost their mind with the, the way this movie was, the ending, which I really like, because when it comes to Saw, a lot of people was waiting on that ending, right? How was it going to end? And I enjoyed it. Like, me and my cousin was talking a little bit about it. Was it just the craziest ending ever? No, because of movies like Saw 1 and Saw 2. Like, it's that those endings is fucking almost unbeatable, right? But with Spiral, the ending to that, I liked it. They left it where it could be another one, right? Which they should do another one, right? And I just enjoy like the little clues that they show you at the end to basically let you know who was behind everything. Now I will say I did kind of guess who was behind everything earlier on. But then I kind of went away because they do something in the movie to make you feel like, oh, it can't be that person. And I'm like, okay. But you can kind of guess who it is if you really think about it. But with Saw movies, you go into them thinking everybody could be the killer. So that ain't even really fair, right? But overall, Spiral from the Book of Saw was not a disappointment. It definitely was a good movie. I enjoyed it. If they come out with another one, I'll definitely check it out. Now, I don't know if you can run off another 3 or 4 like the original Saw franchise. I think you want to leave that shit alone. But it's definitely worth watching. So if you saw Spiral, comment below and let me know what you think.